Friends, I welcome you all to my second episode. In my first introductory message, I had emphasized upon the need for lifetime financial planning, not only to secure our future and retirement years, but also for access to funds required for various family expenses, such as improving the standard of living, furnitures, white goods, basics and luxuries, travel and leisure, various insurance premiums such as life insurance, medical insurance, house insurance, savings and investments for a rainy day, vehicles, buying a house, education of children and marriage, emergency contingencies, etc. etc. There are so many aspects where we need our family expenses on a regular basis. Though mammoth it may sound and appear, it is possible to achieve that. How? With proper advanced planning and the sustained efforts of savings and wise investments. So today I would like to discuss about this subject and the possibility of achieving the target. At this stage, let me remind you about my previous introductory message where I discussed something about inflation. Yes, inflation, the money eater. As we also learned that since 1947, after independence, inflation in India has averaged till this year 2020, ranging between 6 to 9% per annum on different assets and commodities. It translates into escalation of cost in rupee terms between 60 to 500 times. Therefore, it is imperative to get a good yield on our investments, a yield which is more than this inflation, and that is how it will probably maintain the money purchasing power. At this juncture, let us enlist the different avenues of investments available to us. There are so many avenues of investments where we park our money, and if we know all of them practically what is available, where we can park our savings, then we can probably decide which one is good for us. So I would like to present that to you now. Yes, friends, amongst the investment avenues, firstly, we can discuss our own iron safe at home. We can store currency notes over there. They will be probably quite secure, of course, if not stolen or pilfered. But they will not appreciate one paisa also, even if kept for eternity. And the purchasing power will keep diminishing, eaten away by inflation, apart from demonetization, if any. Secondly, we have bank fixed deposits. With fluctuating interest rates few decades ago, which was ranging between 10 to 12%, today in 2020, they are only about 6% per annum, and that too all along taxable. Amongst fixed deposits, we have a branch of cumulative fixed deposit. This gives compounding effect, and at 6% per annum, money doubles in 12 years. While we can assume inflation also to be around 6% average per annum, the purchasing power of this money will remain the same as the original principal amount even after 12 years on maturity. A small example here, 1 lakh rupees invested in a bank fixed deposit at 6% per annum for 12 years becomes 2 lakh of rupees. After 12 years, we do get 2 lakh of rupees in hand, but the value of this 2 lakh rupees purchasing power will remain the same as 1 lakh would have fetched 12 years before. In the other branch, non-cumulative fixed deposit, it will give us 6% every year. This probably is consumed in various other expenses, and the principal amount remains fixed till maturity. And this principal amount's purchasing power keeps diminishing due to inflation. Same example, we can continue here. 1 lakh will yield 6,000 rupees every year as interest, and this will be consumed in domestic expenses. but the principal amount of 1 lakh will remain constant and its purchasing power will keep reducing year by year due to inflation. We can conclude that cumulative investment does provide compounding effect, which is always preferable because compounding effect actually means earning interest on interest in maturity. See a wider example here. If we invest 1 lakh rupees at 6% per annum for 36 long years, after 36 years, we will get 8 lakh of rupees. That's a good amount. Sounds very good on maturity. But we have to understand that the purchasing power of this 8 lakh of rupees after 36 years remains the same as the purchasing power of 1 lakh of rupees was 36 years before. In non-cumulative branch, the 1 lakh rupees will keep yielding 6,000 rupees interest every year for any number of years. But on maturity, it will remain at the same 1 lakh of rupees amount and the purchasing power will keep reducing year after year due to inflation. Thirdly, we have the avenue of government securities. In post offices, it's available like National Savings Certificates, Kisan Vikas Patra, post office deposits, public provident fund. All these carry a higher yield ranging between 7 to 8%. But they have different maturity periods, different terms and conditions, and they cannot easily be broken as a bank fixed deposit can be. And amongst them, PPF is of course tax-free totally, but all others like National Savings Certificate, Kisan Vikas Patra and post office deposits are taxable. In all those investments, we can definitely get benefit under Section 80C at the time of investing, but as you all may be aware, that has now been withdrawn if anyone chooses the new income tax regime. And we cannot be sure if the choice between the old income tax regime and the new income tax regime will remain available in the near future. Friends, we have understood today these few avenues where we park our money and what we can get from them and how inflation eats away the advantage of the money. However, there are many other avenues which is available to us. We must learn them, we must know them so that we can again then judge at the end of the discussion which avenue is really good for us, needed for our requirement and suits us. Friends, we will definitely discuss that in our next future discussions. I hope you like this discussion, you like this knowledge that I've shared with you all. Please do subscribe to this channel so that you can get all other episodes also in the right manner. And if you have found this discussion interesting and you've liked it, please put your liking also. Do post your queries in the comment section. I will try and reply to all. See you again soon.